Welcome to Parev TV. We are joined by Father Zenob Nalbandian, who is in California, and we are going to discuss a very important celebration marking the 40th anniversary of the work of the Armenian Badarak by Khoren Mekhanejian. And it was the family's request we connect with Father Zenob because he is the person who really knows the background of Khoren from a very, very early age in Armenia. Father Zenob, thank you very much. We are all excited to hear some interesting information about this great man, composer, maestro, Khoren Mekhanejian. It's all yours.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for this wonderful occasion and invitation. And it gives me a distinct honor and pleasure to say a few words about an astute teacher, an able teacher, a wonderful teacher who taught me music for 4 years from 1965 to 1969 till I graduated from the seminary of Holy Eshmiadzin in Armenia. While speaking about the special persons such as Maestro Khoren Mekhanejian, two important aspects will come to my mind. One is his personality. Two, his professionalism. His personality is lovely. He's humble, honest, calm, friendly, joyful. At the same time, he's very, very professional. He's a conductor, musician, ethnomusicologist, and composer of a new divine liturgy, Khorenian Badarak. To say the least, it takes more courage and strength to compose a new Badarak in the era of communism, when our holy religion was persecuted and communism had replaced the worship of God. Everywhere there was anti-religious and anti-clerical sentiments. During those years, I felt the pressure as well, since I was a student at the seminary of Holy Eshmiadzin, and then later on from 1969 to 71, as I was a student at the University of Yerevan. And Maestro Khoren Mekhanejian, he was amazing. He neglected all these obstacles and the threats that surrounded him. He felt that it was time to act out of his spiritual fortitude and higher sense of responsibility. It's amazing what he did. He decided to write a Badarak from scratch. At first, he was thinking about maybe adding a few things or correcting Yekmanyan's or Gomidas Badarak, but then he said to himself, "That's impossible, and that's not something I'm envisioning at this time." So he wrote a completely new divine liturgy, and Veapar, the late Vasken first Catholicos of Armenians, liked it. He liked it very much, and this was 40 years ago. And during these 40 years, of course, his Badarak has been performed so many times in every corner of the world. We have liked it. We truly appreciate it, and we are thankful for a wonderful Badarak. I know it's not very, very easy to perform the Badarak, since it's been written for 4 different voices. Sometimes we don't have those 4 voices in our churches. But in general, I believe, it's a masterpiece. It's a huge success, and it brings a lot of pride for the composer and for the Armenian Church as well.
Father Zenob, you speak so passionately, eloquently about the person you've known for some 50 years ago, when you were a student, as you said, in Armenia. We know Khoren Mekhanejian through the Badarak last 20 years as he was in New York. What was your reaction when you heard that the diocese will be celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Khorenian Badarak?
I thought immediately it was about time. It's due that respect that we had to render to this great man. He's an excellent composer. And his Badarak, as I just said, is a masterpiece in itself, because sitting down and writing a new Badarak from zero, from scratch, it's really, really very, very hard. even these great composers, Gomidas Vartabed and Magar Yekmanian, didn't write Badaraks from scratch, as we all know. It comes from our people, from the bosom of our church, and that's what they did. They just wrote down the music, and they offered us. But in case of Maestro Khoren, he had to write from nothing. So I'm sure he got his inspiration from Holy Echmiazim, from Vehapar, from our church music, because since he's very involved in church music, he is in ethnomusicology as well, as I mentioned, and that brought a lot of success and fame for him.
Many people who are close to the church have really felt very, very close to the Derva Ormea, the Khorenian Derva Ormea. It's a very unique music. It's a really very powerful music where many people enjoy listening to and singing to. What do you think of the Derva Ormea?
His Derva Ormea is a masterpiece, to be honest with you.
Yes.
It's undoubtedly a masterpiece because it touches to every single Armenian heart.
Mm.
And he has described it, how he came up, with this music. He said, it was one winter day. I went to Dizenagapert in Yerevan, and I started, remembering the martyrs, and I was very much moved. He said, and the melody, started, coming to my mind, and I went home and jotted it down. That's how he composed, Derva Ormea, under the influence of all the martyrs who perished, during the Ottoman Empire in 1915. It's very moving, very beautiful, very beautiful. We all sing Derva Ormea every Sunday during the Badarak.
Father Zenob, you take us back to 1969 when we had His Holiness Vasquez I. We had the Nightingale, Lucine Zakarian, Khoren Mekhanejian. You were there. How has the church changed? I mean, it's a very big question I'm asking you, but the world around us is changing, and there seems to be less people who really appreciate these music of the Armenian church. What are your thoughts about the changes taking place around us and the role of the church?
First of all, I have to say that I'm a very lucky person. When I entered the seminary in 1965, Vasquez Gatorgos was alive, and Maestro Khoren was the conductor of that beautiful choir in Holy Echmiazim. Lucine Zakarian, my goodness, and sometimes even Choir Kasparian came to sing in the sanctuary. I was very lucky for having all these people for years, because I stayed there from 1965 to 1971. I graduated in 1969, but I spent 2 years at the University of Yerevan also. So I enjoyed every single Sunday when Maestro Khoren conducted the choir in Echmiazin Church and Lucine Zakarian was there. They brought beauty to our sacred music. And there were a lot of young people. The youth always was there. And I remember, young people from State University, where I was attending to do philology and linguistics. They were saying, Hagop Sargabak, my former name was Hagop. Hagop Sargabak, we're coming this Sunday. This Sunday we'll be there to listen to Lucine Zakarian, to the Badarak, and the way, Maestro Khoren is conducting. They truly appreciate it. So I don't know now what happened to those beautiful years. They passed so fast. Khoren Mekhanejian, he's not there. Unfortunately, we lost Lucine Zakarian. We lost Choir Kasparian. We have lost a lot of people. We have lost Vasquez and Vehapar. But I'm sure they're doing an excellent job there now. I'm sure they will remember those years, and they will reminisce and say they were so lucky to have these people in their lives.
You know, if Khoren Mekhanejian is going to watch this video, what is your message to him, directed to him? Talk to him.
Maestro Khoren, first of all, our deep thanks for teaching us music, for widening our horizon, music horizon, for deepening our music knowledge, for teaching us not just only solfege and singing and music theory, but also teaching us Armenian songs, but also teaching us how to be a good man, because he's an excellent man, very honest, very humble, yes, very humble, and very patient, very patient with us. He was, in Armenian, we say, kankarapash, someone who gives his knowledge out, he enlightens everyone's mind. That's how he was, and that's how he still is, even living, in the United States, wherever he goes, wherever he went, he teaches. He likes to teach. He likes to enlighten minds, and that's really wonderful. So I say, Maestro Khoren, thank you very much for what you have done for years. May God bless you. May God bless your family, and on this occasion, congratulations on the publication of the 40th anniversary of the publication of the Khorenian Badarak. It's been very successful, Maestro Khoren. We wish you a lot of success in your future endeavors.
Father Zenob, thank you very much for your kind words, for the words that come from the Ichorot Serdeh in Armenian, they say. And we appreciate the time you have given us and the beautiful words you shared with us. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.